So here she's acting happy inside her handsome home. Him, he's flying in his taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. He got into town a little early, had 8 hours to kill before the show. First he thought about heading up north of the bay, then he knew where he had to go. He thought about taking a limousine, or at least a fancy car, but he ended up taking a taxi, 'cause that's how he got this far. You see, 10 years ago it was the front seat, driving stoned and feeling no pain. Now here he is straight and sitting in the back, hitting 16 Parkside Lane. The driver was the same as he remembered, and a butler came and answered the door. He just shook his head when Harry asked for her, said she doesn't live here anymore. But he offered to give Harry the address that they were forwarding her letters to. He just took it, returned to the cabbie and said, I got one more fare for you. One more fare for you. And so they rolled back into the city, up to a 5-story old brownstone. He rang the bell that had a name on the mailbox. The buzzer said somebody's home. And the look on her face as she opened the door was like an old joke told by a friend. It'd taken 10 more years, but she'd found a smile, and he watched the corners start to bend. And she said, how are you, Harry? Haven't we played this scene before? He said, it's so good to see you, Sue. Had to play it out just once more. Play it out just once more. She said, I've heard you flying high on my radio. He answered, it's not all it seems. That's when she laughed and she said, well, it's better sometimes when we don't get to touch our dreams. That's when he asked her, where was that actress? She said that was somebody else. He asked her why she looked so happy now. She said, I finally like myself. At last I like myself. Oh, oh, oh. So they talked all through that afternoon, talking about where they'd been. They talked of the tiny difference between ending and starting to begin. They talked 'cause talking tells you things like what you really are thinking about. But sometimes you can't find what you're feeling till all the words run out. So he asked her to come to the concert. She said, no, I work at night. He said, we've gotten too damn good at leaving, Sue. She said, Harry, you're right. Well, don't ask him if he made love to her, or which one of them started to cry. Don't ask him why she didn't take the money that he left. If he answered at all, he'd lie. that night. The circle keeps rolling around and round, and now he acts as his face in the footlights. Now she's flying with 2 feet on the ground. I guess it's the sequel to their story, from the journey between heaven and hell, with half the time thinking of what might have been, and half thinking it's just as well.